and welcome to another episode of Do Go On. My name is Dave Warnicky, and as always, I'm here with Matt Stewart and Jess Perkins.
No, I am Dave Warnicky.
Oh, well, I'm so confused now. I always thought he was Dave Warnicky.
Gosh, who am I?
Well, I'm definitely Matt.
No, you are Dave Warnicky.
Oh, no.
Line. Who am I? Sorry, I've been recast.
Dave, here's your line. We've got a live show coming up.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of great scripts, how about the script to The Mummy, 1999? We are screening The Mummy at Lido Cinemas in Melbourne in Hawthorne, September the 10th. It's a Friday night. We're going to be hanging out. First of all, we're going to watch the movie as God intended. No interruptions. And then afterwards, we're going to have a little break, hit the candy bar, come back, and then we're going to record an episode of Phrasing the Bar, our podcast about Brendan Fraser films that we release on Patreon, live in the cinema.
Remember, September the 10th.
Yes, it's that easy. And looking at the map, it's you get to allocate your own seats. You get to pick where you want to sit.
That's fun.
And the centre of the cinema is basically all packed out.
So if you love a wing.
Yeah. Or if you want to get the last remaining seats in the centre, you can get on it now at lidocinemas.com.au/mummy or click the link in the description of this very episode.
Wow.
Gosh, I'm excited.
Now, Dave, how does this show work?
Well, it's not all about the mummy.
Oh.
But sometimes it is. But maybe not this week. We're going to take it in turns to report on a topic often suggested by a listener. One of us goes away, does a bit of research, brings back that report. The other two don't know what it's going to be on. This week it's my turn to do the report.
And I like the part where you go away.
This is the worst part for you.
Yeah.
Because I'm back.
This bit sucks, but the part where you go away, I'm like, I love to watch you go.
And I come back and I'm like, now I've got some facts.
Yeah.
I've got to let the listeners at home know Jess is being joke nasty.
How long's that going to go on for?
I don't know, as long as I can remember.
Yeah, right, fair enough.
And
I was being nasty. I was saying he's got a nice butt I like to look at.
Oh,
thank you.
You're being joke horny.
No. I mean, yeah, joke horny, yes.
Well, we always start with a question to get us onto topic, and this question actually was suggested by someone who suggested the topic. They said,
love that.
How about you lead with this question?
Love that.
Daniel from Provo suggested this question.
Thank you, Daniel.
Provo.
I say before even hearing the question, just the thought is lovely.
Is that Provo in Utah?
It's in Utah.
What?
I believe. He didn't say Utah, but I then looked up Provo. It is in Utah. Absolutely right.
I don't know why I know that.
Wow.
Congratulations.
That freaked even me out.
And that was his question. Where am I in the world? No, Daniel.
I'm usually unflappable,
You've been flapped.
but I've been flapped.
The question is, what plague killed millions of people in 2005?
Oh, this does sound mummy-like. Was it Tutankhamun's tomb?
No.
Plague in 2005.
Oh, SARS?
No.
Mad cow?
No.
Locusts?
2005.
I could. I've also got my own backup question because Daniel wanted you. This is what Daniel intended.
Oh, he sent us down a path. A garden path.
I'm trying to think where I was in 2005. High school?
A plague.
Or high school.
Is it going to be like Pokemon or something like that?
Yes, it is. My backup question is: in which video game saw a massive pandemic hit it in 2005?
Sims? No.
It's not The Sims.
Oh, Tomb Raider.
Pandemic.
Mario Brothers.
It's a massive game, still played worldwide.
World of Warcraft.
It is World of Warcraft. Well done, Jess Perkins. Put that on the ledger, which I think we've been contacted by our dear listener that tallies who answers the questions correctly. You've pulled away from me into second place. Matt's in second. Overall is no one.
Yeah, no, we are all losing to ourselves.
But I'm fourth.
Jess, you're a video gamer. When I said CODs, was that something? It's near something, isn't it?
Call of Duty is COD.
Call of Duty. Oh, okay.
Call of Duty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling me a gamer.
You're the gamest in here.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Gamest of us all.
Yeah, I'm the gamest.
Yeah.
So this is Corrupted Blood, the World of Warcraft pandemic.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know anything
I don't
here.
know what you're talking
I'm
about.
not sure I understand most of the words you just said.
I'll try and explain them all one by one.
Okay.
I put up 3 options, and this one was voted for by our Patreon supporters, and it's been suggested in our hat by a few people. Daniel from Provo, thank you for that question
In
as well.
Utah, I believe.
Utah, yes, correct. Give Jess another point. James.
Hey, give it 2.
Fantastic. Do we want any oranges? No, thanks. We got a lot. Why does he say we've got a lot of oranges? What a weird scene.
Yeah.
James Adams from Birmingham.
Dave, just a quick thought. One day we should do a live episode where we do the film Point Break.
Point Break.
Much like we're doing The Mummy. I know it's not related to phrase, but somehow we could figure that
we get a
out.
cameo in there or something.
Yeah, come on. There's a good cameo from if I'm remembering this right, the singer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, yes.
Anthony Kiedis.
I think Anthony Kiedis is in there.
Fantastic.
He says, what does he say? He's got some line like, I can't remember what it is, but it's something bodacious for sure. He's playing a real bodacious 90s surfer.
What a guy. Probably not wearing a shirt.
Definitely isn't, yes. Watched it recently.
Still not wearing a shirt. He's about 60 years old.
Yeah, no shirt.
James Adams also suggested this from Birmingham. Marcio from Gonet in Argentina. Very cool. And Alan from Dublin. Thank you so much for your suggestion.
So widespread, these suggestions. Lovely.
This World of Warcraft really is worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide?
Not Mr. Worldwide. I mean, that's Matt.
me.
You hear the tone? Not
No.
Mr.
I mean, don't
Worldwide.
knock around.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm Mr. Worldwide.
Okay, so cards on the table. I do not play World of Warcraft.
Okay. Is it a card game? Why are you putting cards on the table?
Well, I've done that and they've laughed me out of the game.
Oh, no.
Because they said, you need a computer.
This isn't Magic the Gathering, buddy boy. Huh? Reference
Pretty
To
good.
a game?
to another nerd game? No offense if this isn't it. Is this a nerdish game? No, I mean, there's no offense intended. Nerds are great. I'm a nerd in some ways.
Some. In other ways, you're a bodacious, rad dude.
In other ways, you're Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
So in the late 90s, I used to play Warcraft 2 at my friend Nick's house. His older brother had a copy. But I really only remember that one of the cheat codes was glittering prizes. We type that in, you get some free stuff.
Pretty good.
And if you clicked on a peasant character, they would say, yes, me lord. Okay, me lord.
They were played by
It's a bit of fun.
So fun.
Yes, me lord.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Yeah, he fell in hard times in the mid to late 90s.
I was going to say he had a bit of downtime.
Yeah, but then The Rock really brought him back.
Oh, another movie I'd love to do as a live episode one time.
One of my absolute
Go
favourite
home and
movies.
fuck the prom queen or something like that. I did fuck the prom queen.
What in the name of Zeus's butthole? Nicolas Cage absolutely going full cake.
Caging the bar. I really think that could be a future series for us.
Yeah, his films have really crossed a lot of genres. And
There's too much crap in there.
I was going to say
doesn't mean a
Dwayne The
problem.
Rock Johnson.
Oh.
He has gone into a lot of kids' films, action films.
Why don't we do our next series could be just rock films. So anything to do with rock. We could do Back to the Future because Marty McFly plays rock music.
We could do The Boat That Rocked.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
There's options here.
Yeah.
But if we did want to do The Rock, we could get up to The Mummy 2,
yes.
which I believe features Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, right. And then from then,
yeah, exactly. We veer off into the Scorpion King.
Yeah, okay.
This might be baffling to new listeners. We do a show on our Patreon called Phrasing the Bar, which is all about the films of Brendan Fraser. And what are we, about 10 films in?
Oh, yeah, we've been going for just over a year, 1 a month.
And that's why we're doing the live Mummy episode. And none of this is relevant to WoW. There's a few WoW types in now. WoW's a shortening of World of Warcraft. Dave
So
looked
you
very
do
confused,
understand gaming.
Thank you.
And you know how they got the name WoW? It's because they had the guy who invented it, Wow Jones, who used to play for Carlton. He had a W tattooed on each cheek, so when he bent over and spread them, it said WoW. And he's like, that gives me an idea for a video game.
Is that Lil Bow Wow's dad?
That is Little Bow Wow's dad, yeah.
I thought so.
Who now,
Percy
actually?
Jones, who he now runs a pub in Fitzroy, but he's also the father of Little Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow actually does just go by Bow Wow now, as he's no longer Lil.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Soon he'll be Big Bow Wow.
Big Bow Wow. Old Bow Wow.
Old Bow Wow, dead Bow Wow.
Yeah. And
Hopefully in that order.
yeah, it'd be very weird if it was the other way around.
All right, I've got my cards on the table.
Okay.
Let's not forget
Sorry,
that. I'm just trying to address people that love this game. I'm not a gamer, so I'm probably going to get some things slightly wrong about Warcraft, and for that I apologise in advance. But that said, here we go. For noobs like me, and possibly you too, here is a bit of background as we open a can and cheers to the world of Warcraft.
Cheers to the world of Warcraft.
So
We are the world of Warcraft.
Do you guys know much about the world of Warcraft?
No.
I don't know anything about it. I have started watching a show on TV which is about a game that I think is maybe based on this. Do you know this show I'm talking about with the guy from Always Sunny? It's called Mythic Quest.
That would have probably been good information to leave with.
I wasn't. I was trying to get to that. I didn't remember the name until I said it.
No, I haven't.
But I think it's sort of like, like muscly people in loincloths and swords, and they're sort of like other people are playing with headsets in other places, and they're sort of walking around.
You get it.
Is it an RPG? Is that a term?
It's not just an RPG, it's an MMORPG, please.
Oh, a multi... Oh, I do know what this means. The G's game.
Okay.
Let's work backwards. I'm actually going to get there real soon, actually.
Okay.
All right.
But a basic thing, Warcraft is a franchise of video games. It's so many things. Novels, movies, magazines, other types of media created by Blizzard Entertainment.
Blizzfest.
You get it. The first game, Warcraft Orcs and Humans, was released in 1994 and was a real-time strategy game where you took the role of either the human inhabitants of Azeroth or the invading orcs, and then you fought each other and completed missions.
Okay, Dave, is it a real-time game or a real-time game? Because you paused there making it sound like it was a real-time game.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't use time to emphasize time, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm glad I pulled you up on that.
That whole sentence baffled me. If you don't use time to... Oh, nah.
I actually forgot where the following words after that. I might stop.
Basically, it was a game that you could play against other people, but it's a strategy game.
Yeah, right.
It was a success for Blizzard and was followed by two similar games, Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, yes, my lord, Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and in those games you build towns and cities and try to take over and destroy your opponent's settlements.
Right.
Sick.
So you build you can build farms, but also a barracks that, and then knights come out and you fight dragons, all sorts of fun stuff. And again, they were successful and sold a few million copies, but they paled in comparison to the worldwide phenomenon that was to follow.
Ooh.
World of Warcraft.
That's the porn parody. World of War ass.
Was released in 2004, the porn parody at the same time as the game. They really thought this was going to be big, and it was. And unlike its predecessors, it is an MMORPG, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
See? Told ya. So RPG was sort of right.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I've had a couple of wins here today.
Yeah, you're crushing it. I'm so proud of you.
And just to emphasise, to quote from Britannica, massively multiplayer refers to games in which thousands, even millions of players may participate online together, typically in open gaming worlds, with characters that are stored and then reactivated whenever a player joins.
Yeah, right.
So you pick your one character and then you go off into the world.
It's fun. The world of Warcraft.
Exactly.
See, you get it.
So you get to create your character or your avatar. Like when we played Dungeons & Dragons for our Patreon, you get to choose from different races and classes. You could be a druid, a priest, a rogue, something called a paladin.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's what they do bike races in.
Is that good?
It's pretty good, yes.
Not anything.
It is.
They break away from the paladin.
Yeah, that's right. That was close. I knew it was bike racing adjacent.
Druids are the breakaway group. And as players explore the world, the characters they control become more powerful as they complete quests, kill monsters, and find magical items, artifacts, and weapons that boost their abilities. Characters advance by killing other creatures to earn experience. Once enough experience is acquired, the character gains a level which increases the character's powers. So
is this like experience wink? Sort of, we fucking these orcs?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can you fuck?
You can fuck your way to the top.
Yes.
You better believe I'm fucking this orc. The orcs are the trees, aren't they? Yeah, I'm an environmentalist. Yeah, that's right.
I fuck trees.
Even
people.
online.
Yeah.
I imagine you can do anything in this game, so I imagine you could have sex.
Oh, the hippie is hugging the trees. Yeah, well, I'm taking it to the next level. How much do you care about these trees?
We need more trees. I'm going to make more trees.
I've had a couple of tree offspring.
Where else do trees come from? You want to repopulate the earth with trees?
Good luck.
Drop your dax.
Get to work, mate.
So the higher the level, the higher.
Get a tree up, yeah. Get a branch up, yeah. Root. That's where the term root comes from. Yeah, I'm rooting. I'm rooting for my country. Rooting means boning.
Are you explaining that to us?
Well, no, to the Americans, because in America, rooting means supporting or barracking.
Yeah, like rooting for.
Rooting for your team over here.
We root for a team.
Oh, Jess and I are there rooting on the side whilst you root your tree.
Yeah.
Go, Matt.
Yay, Matt!
Show that tree.
Root it!
Show that tree?
You dick!
That's not, I'm not punishing the tree.
Show the tree you dick, though.
Okay.
Yeah, get it out.
I thought he meant like, show the tree who's boss.
No, it just means open up, show the tree
Okay.
you dick.
Enjoy that palm.
That's where the term Mrs. Palmer and her 5 daughters comes from. It means wanking a tree. A palm tree. Can we edit out some of this last 3-4 minutes?
So the higher your level, the more powerful you are, and the more trees you've probably fucked. But World of Warcraft, or WoW, as Matt said, was huge. Its subscribers peaked at 12 million in 2010.
Wow.
The game had over...
I didn't even mean that. I just thought that was a large number. That is a large number.
It's more than Australia.
Shit. We're outnumbered.
The game had...
Oh my God.
we
They're coming for us.
But how many people do you think live in Australia?
It's about 26, 27 million.
Right.
many?
Slightly larger than 12 million. But
Oh, I thought you said 30 million. That's weird. Why did I hear 30?
I don't know.
whatever. Hey.
Whatever.
You're probably fucking a tree. Probably got leaves in your ears or something.
This gum tree was tongue in my ear.
The game had over 100 million registered accounts by 2014.
See, that's more.
That's crazy.
That's more.
That's what I heard. The following sentence.
Sorry. Okay. More than 100 million
Accounts.
in 2014.
2014.
Jeez, that's heaps.
But in 2010, they had 12 million playing at one time.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
All paying a subscription. So that's how it works. You pay a fee per month. So they were making hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars a year. The game, by 2017, had grossed over $9.2 billion in revenue. To this day, nearly 17 years after its release, it is still popular.
Wow, cool.
That old version of it.
Yeah, because what they do is they keep releasing new worlds, new patches.
Yeah.
So there's been about 6 expansion packs.
Yeah, right.
A lot of expansion.
It's definitely not as popular as it once was, but still millions of people play it every day. It's crazy.
Wow.
But one of the most notorious incidents in the game occurred way back in 2005.
That's what you mentioned at the start.
So now we've got a bit of background.
Mad cow disease.
I keep saying wow, and I'm just saying it genuinely, but now I'm feeling very self-conscious.
Yeah, you're also spreading your cheeks at the same time, showing off those W's.
What, I'm not allowed?
Well, it's a bit much.
You've never once protested in 5 years.
It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, well.
But you look very comfortable.
Not in front of Matt's tree girlfriend, please. So Blizzard, the company that makes the game, is constantly releasing updates and expansions with new places to explore in the online world. It keeps the game interesting.
They put it in a pub, shopping centre.
Of course, you know. You got to check out the new town square.
Yeah, you got to check out the town square.
It's got a fountain.
That's fun.
Someone put shampoo in it last night. It's been bubbling up a storm. Killed all the fish, but still quite funny.
Very funny. Just little goldfish. Who cares?
In September
Poor fish.
2005, at a time when there were approximately 4 million players worldwide, Zul'Gurub Dungeon was added, which gave players a chance to confront and kill the fearsome end boss Hakar Soulflayer, who's the god of blood.
God of blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
Wow.
And
Shit.
What a weird thing to be a god of.
Yeah,
Just sort of that liquid inside of you.
That's mine.
That's mine. Everything that flowing through you, that's mine.
Mine.
I'm the god of that.
Got that blood nose. You're welcome.
I could ask for that back at any time, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's on loan.
I can control that. That would be, you could really fuck people up if you control their blood.
Send it backwards. It goes back into your heart.
Yeah, you're making people, you're going,
that's
all right,
bad.
I'm lowering the sugar level. You could really, you know.
Hey, you feel a bit dizzy, don't
yeah,
you?
whoop. Hey, I did that.
I do that. You're welcome.
Yeah, you better fear me.
Yeah.
Well, people
I am the god of blood.
did fear this because it's the end boss. You've gone through this mission, killed all the other characters. This is the big baddie you got to kill at the end of this mission.
Can you make and decorate a little house? Get a job, get a career progression, have a family.
Yeah.
Is this The Sims?
Yeah.
Because that's the only game
You
I
can
want to
go to the fridge and have a quick lunch.
Oh, that's fun.
This does feel like Sims only you can like really, I know you like to put people in a pool and take out the ladder, but this feels, I think you can actually like stab people and stuff.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? I'd rather lock people in the room with 50 swords and they'd step on them like a rake.
Yeah.
And somehow this way more violent game seems way less psycho than Sims.
To be fair, I haven't killed a sim in a very long time. That's
cold
fun
turkey.
when you're a kid.
Right.
It's a bit of fun.
I reckon if I got back in there within 20 minutes, I've killed a sim.
Nah, just make them bone all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
That's fun.
And, work on their careers. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't kill them anymore.
That sounds like a lot of people's probably day to day.
Yeah.
Make your career at day.
Yep.
Boning at night.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody, every single person out there.
That's what everyone does.
Career of the day.
Not quite everyone, but
Yeah, but you get there.
Dave's a real career guy.
I'm in the pool, all right? I'm looking for the fucking ladder. I swear it was around here somewhere. I mean, how else did I get in? Oh, well, keep swimming in a circle, getting a bit tired. Feel the God of Blood has really given me a bit of a light head here, but that's all right. So this update to go into this dungeon with this God of Blood, this is the first 20-player raid that was released in the game. So it was this new thing. A raid is where a bunch of players, you could be anywhere in the world, they team up together. In this case, their mission is to kill Hakar, the God of Blood.
Hakar, pretty good name.
Yeah.
I like it. And you look him up, he's pretty terrifying looking.
Is he?
Looks quite tall.
Is he bloody?
Yeah, references to blood.
Has he got red hair?
Is tall scary to you, Dave?
Oh, he's fearsome.
Okay, well, the only thing you used to describe is
Fearsome.
tall.
But I mean, I think he's wearing he looks a bit like dragon-esque.
Oh, Dragon Man.
Yeah, he looks like a dragon. He's a dragon man with wings.
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay. Devilish.
Now you're doing it.
And handsome.
Yeah, is he devilishly handsome?
Oh, this guy's hot. I'll show you a photo. This is him. It's that guy.
Oh.
He's, way more colourful. I forget that it's 2005 level graphics.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the aim. And if you kill him in his death throes, the winged serpent Hakar hits foes with a spell, now called Corrupted Blood, an infection that can instantly kill weaker characters. This was unlikely, though, because to be facing Hakar deep into the dungeon in this complicated part of the game, in theory, characters were more experienced and of a higher level.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So if you get there, you're able to withstand this.
Okay.
And for those characters, it was only supposed to damage them for about 10 seconds. A cloud of blood would explode from infected characters. You'd be getting hurt, and then you'd go back to the battle.
Right.
So it wasn't too bad. The condition could spread to other players if they stood close enough to someone who was infected, like many communicable diseases in real life. To the powerful players who were battling Hakar, the infection was just a hindrance designed to make the particular combat a bit more challenging. Fortunately, after 10 seconds, or if the boss was killed, the condition was supposed to end. The problem was, it didn't.
Oh.
You see, in the game, as well as characters, there are also animals or pets. You'd love this bit.
Because I like pets.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really get the concept of pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like animals, but I just think they should be able to roam free.
Amongst the trees.
I agree with you, and I have a dog. But, where else would he go? I can't set him free, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think we just let him go, see what happens.
Off you go, mate.
It'd be a reality show.
Hey, Roo.
Pretty sure, yeah. I mean...
Put a GoPro on him, that'd be fun. Where's he go? Probably comes back home, actually.
They probably, they don't... a lot of breeds of dogs would just stop existing, I guess.
Yeah.
They'd all sort of just, merge into, wild dog mongrel breeds.
Yeah, cats would probably be fine.
Yeah.
They seem resourceful.
They just get bigger and bigger. Feral cats, that's quite a problem in Australia, isn't it? Feral cats, there are plenty of feral dogs as well. But I think they're dingoes often, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So they're not really feral, are they?
They're wild.
Native dogs, wild dogs.
Anyway, so you can have pets and animals.
Yeah, and these animals can be summoned to fight alongside players during battles. But much like Pokemon, the animal can also be recalled and put away.
Okay.
The game punishes you if you allow your pet to die.
Oh.
So they are often withdrawn or recalled if injured to prevent them from being killed. You don't want your animal to die. So if it gets attacked or it's on its last legs, you bring it back in before it goes. The problem with this is that these animals have all the conditions that were applied to them during the battle until they are brought out again. So if they're poisoned or burnt or whatever, if they're withdrawn by a player, the animal stays infected or burnt until it's let out again. Oh. So what happened with Hacker...
That's horrific.
So it's just suffering in your backpack.
Jesus.
So what happened with Hacker is...
In your backpack. Sorry, that's just a funny image.
I got a wolf in my backpack.
A little sick dog in the backpack.
And it's suffering.
It's burned. So what happened with Hacker is players would team up to kill him. This is the big serpent. Winged thing. They'd call out their animals for support. The animals would get hit by this corrupted blood and then get recalled because they were injured. But in their little hibernation, they'd stay poisoned until they were let back out again. And if they were close by other players or other pets, they would infect them. And then those players would infect others.
And the designers of the game did not...
They did not think about this. When they coded this section, they didn't think about it.
Oh, it's amazing.
So it's supposed to be in that part of the game only. You fight the guy, and then after 10 seconds, you're like, cool, go back to my world now.
That's fascinating.
But it's like how the bubonic plague was spread by rats. This is
very similar.
So similar, yeah.
You'd bring the rats, you put them back in your backpack. You know they're suffering, but they'd be fine until you bring them out again.
Flus and stuff have been have been brought out by like ducks that don't actually have symptoms or whatever. So they travel around and then it just goes from there. So this was originally spread by animals. Now, a little illness that was only supposed to be seen in a tiny part of the game was able to be taken to other parts of the world. And because characters can teleport around the playable world, once characters with their infected animals in tow teleported out of the dungeon and into the heavily populated cities, it was able to spread very, very quickly.
And you've got a character, and that's who you are forever. And then so it dies, you just can't play the game anymore.
No, you respawn.
Oh, you respawn.
Yeah, so you die, you come back.
Right. So a lot of people have put a lot of effort in, and they're just having to go back to square one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you go back to square one or maybe you're about to level up or something, but you lose all that sort of thing. So it's very annoying to die. Right. Especially...
Can we just clip that out? It is very annoying to die.
Especially if it happens over and over and over again.
Oh.
As we are about to discover.
Right, because you come back weak again.
Yeah.
And it's just going to happen again straight away.
Everyone's sick around me.
This happens to me when I play Stardew Valley and I go too deep in the mine and I get I get killed, and then you wake up, you're alive still, but sometimes you lose stuff from your backpack, which you were just mining in the mine of Stardew Valley.
Oh, no.
What's Stardew Valley?
It's a really cute little game on Switch.
Yeah, right.
A little farmer.
Sounds like a little lolly.
Are you thinking of Starburst?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Starburst.
Stardew.
Because Jubes?
Nice. Yeah,
Jubes or lolly?
Stardew.
My grandma loved Jubes.
My dad loves Jubes.
It's an old person thing. I love Jubes. Love Jubes.
Every old person in my life loves Jubes.
I hate Jubes.
Oh, I love Jubes. My favourite, the Lifesaver pastels, my favourite.
Okay.
I made Musk after Musk.
Oh, Musk.
Another old person.
No, I'm with you on Musk. I love Musk.
Musk's amazing. Yeah, big fan.
Oh, there you go.
Finally something we all like.
It's funny. I would have thought Jubes was a child's thing, not an old person.
No, it's an old person.
But it'd be like, oh, I can't eat anything too hard.
I'll have a
These
Jube.
are easy to chew.
Yeah.
Love a Jube.
I know what you're getting for your birthday this year. A lifetime supply of Jubes.
Oh, yeah.
And Musk.
Imagine if you could make Musk Jubes.
Stop it.
Is that possible?
I don't think it is.
We'll look into that. Look into the science.
Yeah.
As in like Musk lollies, or do you like Musk sticks?
Like Musk, I like the crunchy Musk sticks, the skinny, crunchy ones, not the soft, fatty ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the Musk Lifesavers.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I mean, I haven't had these in years.
No.
I remember that I like them.
Yeah.
I can think of the flavour right now, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
It's a very distinctive flavour. Musk. It's not a nice name. It's like, ooh, a bit musky.
Yeah.
No, that's musty, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I smell musky.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh. Well, more on this plague and possibly lollies right after this fantastic message, Jess.
A few decades ago, private citizens used to be largely that. Private.
Oh.
What's changed? The internet. Think about everything you've browsed, searched for, watched, or tweeted.
Mostly World of Warcraft based this week.
Dave, just before we recorded, what were you searching?
I was seeing if the Mummy had a porn parody, and the answer is yes.
Well, now imagine all of that data being crawled through, collected, and aggregated.
Oh no!
That was funny because Dave kept saying, for work purposes.
Well,
Oh no, they don't know that though.
They don't know that, a big government.
it's all being compiled by third parties into a permanent public record. Your record,
Oh
Dave.
no, gosh.
Having your private life exposed for others to see was once something only celebrities worried about. Celebrities like us, of course. But in an era where everyone is online, everyone is a public figure.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it like that.
To keep our data private when we go online, we turn to ExpressVPN.
Oh, yeah, Dave, you've got ExpressVPN. You'll be fine.
Oh, thank goodness I forgot. The good people at ExpressVPN have cured me from this shame, and now no one will ever know what I was Googling. Oh no. Is this microphone on? Now, we do turn to ExpressVPN. Did you know there are hundreds of data brokers out there whose sole business is to buy and sell your data? The worst part is they don't have to tell you who they're selling it to or get your consent. But with ExpressVPN, our connections get rerouted through an encrypted server and our IP address is masked.
Now, what rooted means is...
Every time I turn ExpressVPN on, which is what I did whilst I was searching mummy porn parodies, I'm given a random IP address shared by other ExpressVPN customers that makes it more difficult for third parties to identify me and harvest my mummy porn-related data. And the best part is how easy ExpressVPN is to use. No matter what device you're on, phone, laptop, or smart TV, all you have to do is tap one button and you are protected.
So if, like us, you believe that your data is your business, secure yourself with the #1 rated VPN on the market. Visit expressvpn.com/dogoon and get 3 extra months for free. That's good value.
You get 15 months a year.
Bloody hell. Hey, you get to live an extra 3 months
You get an
a
extra
year.
3 months.
That's
It's
EX.
such a good deal. What?
So that's expressvpn.com/dogoon and go to expressvpn.com/dogoon to learn more. Now, Dave, back to this report about this beautiful WoW tale.
Well, Matt, before long, disease was raging across the online world. To quote from the Washington Post, cities like Dwarven City Ironforge and Orc City Orgrimmar were overrun within hours.
Whoa.
It really, once the cat was out of the bag.
That is amazing. So, I mean, you'll get to this.
Quite literally, once the cat was out of the bag.
The cat's like, I'm sick.
Hello, me out.
Cure me, you bastard.
Give me a mask.
You thought that I could fight a demon? I'm a fucking cat.
I'm a cat.
Jesus.
I'm good for, like, purring and looking cute and shit. Put a little bow tie on me.
I'm guessing the people at what was it? Fizz?
Blizzard.
I wonder if the people at Blizzard must be frantic at the moment trying to figure out how to recode or whatever.
Yeah, being like, oh no, this is not what we intended.
Yeah.
Go on to Gavin. What did you fucking do,
Gavin?
You're in charge of the dungeon.
Oh, Gavin. Bet he Googled some weird shit.
Work purposes. Oh, Gavin, you're already doing some research on the dungeon. What? Am I working on the dungeon?
Dave, at the end, can you see if there's any porn parodies of World of Warcraft?
No, I
have
certainly
a
will.
funny feeling. What would it be called? I mean, I already called it, World of War ass.
World of
Works too well, if anything.
World of Porncraft or something like that?
Yes,
that's
okay,
good.
that's better.
Good.
Yeah, that
It is
actually
a
makes
craft.
some sense.
It is a craft.
That is a craft. Dave's got it.
World of War Shaft.
There it is. Yep.
Imagine the war shaft. Imagine it. Imagine the war shaft.
I don't want to.
Everyone.
Imagine it.
Have
everybody.
a go.
No.
At home, have a go.
Stop.
Pause this.
Have a
Wow,
think.
that was amazing.
Have a little think.
All right, but it was devastating. Remember, for very high-level characters, it affected them temporarily and was a bit annoying, but basically no worse than the common cold. But for low-level characters that got infected, they died instantly.
Wow.
And it was like a scale too. So like if you were not a very high-level character, you died, but not straight away.
Uh-huh.
Just got, you lingered.
That's more annoying.
Cities were quickly filled to the brim with corpses, and streets were literally white with the bones of the dead. So, because if your character dies somewhere, yes, you respawn, but your corpse is there and stays there. So that I've seen pictures of it. There are like just bones everywhere. Characters were dropping like flies.
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
How confusing would that have
Yeah.
been? You must have thought, is this on purpose?
Yeah, honestly, especially if you're a low-level character, because that means you haven't been playing the game as long.
Yeah.
Maybe your mates have just talked to you. Oh, yeah, I played this game. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah,
'Cause at the time, it
impossible.
was very much in the zeitgeist. Oh, World of Warcraft, okay. What? I'm just and then because when you die, you respawn. So this made the body count even higher because you die and then reanimate and then could quickly get infected again and then die and start the process over and over again. So your body's just out there 15 times in different spots. It was actually more deadly than most real-life pandemics because in the real world, most viruses don't really like to kill their hosts because they can have a much wider impact if the hosts don't die. So they can circulate in the community much longer and spread far and wide. That's why something like Ebola that kills 40 to 90% of those infected doesn't spread as fast as something like COVID because the people die out often before they spread.
Oh, that's
spread it,
fascinating.
which is awful, but that's one of the most deadly diseases.
I'd never connected that. Yeah, that makes sense.
So there'll be a big outbreak, like in a town, but it won't travel as far and wide because
people aren't going, I'm going to catch a flight overseas. I'm feeling a bit Ebola-y.
yeah, so
Because it hits that quick.
hits and everyone dies. It's awful.
So grim.
A bowlery.
Feeling a bit Ebola-y.
Feeling a bit of bowlery today.
But in WoW, it was deadly and spread like wildfire. And with people dying and at the speed at which the outbreak was occurring, people panicked. There was total chaos in the game. And I've seen footage.
I love the idea of you seeing the chaos on the screen and then you zoom out and it's just a guy sitting in his room clicking.
Going,
Chaos.
Oh.
Click, 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 click.
every now and then he makes little noises like,
Oh. Fuck. Wow, it died again.
oh,
This is
bloody hell.
chaos.
I'm going to go make a sandwich.
Might have a break from this game. Might go play COD.
CODs, please.
I can't die in CODs. Oh, what?
So total chaos. I've seen footage on YouTube that I'll link to, but you can see hundreds of players just standing still with what looks like blood sort of exploding out of them.
Oh,
And then
Blood would be loving this.
Yeah, he's just evil laughter in the dungeon. And then so the blood starts exploding out. Then they drop dead, leaving bodies everywhere. It's a game from 2005, but it's still pretty full on just to watch these people just sort of helplessly standing there. And then the characters going, blood, like it's sort of like blood like pumping out of them. And then they just drop dead. And you can hear them going, oh.
Hacker would be loving it.
Now, the response was interesting because so many people were affected. The reaction was seen as a good example of what people might do during a worldwide pandemic.
Imagine.
Which until recently we hadn't properly seen on a worldwide scale in modern times. So this event and the reaction was studied by epidemiologists and academics.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Reference a couple of papers in this that have been written on this incident.
That makes sense. That's why we're not allowed to keep sick pets in our backpacks anymore.
Yeah, not like the good old days.
In real
so
worldwide
fun.
consequences.
I'd chuck 3-4 sick cats in my backpack
Yeah,
back in the
off I
day.
go.
Now they won't even let you.
Now I'm on an adventure with my sick cats. Bloody can't do that anymore. My sick cats have never been on an adventure.
Yeah. They never get to experience the joy of adventure. Only when they're healthy. I chuck healthy cats in my backpack. Still allowed to do that.
Sure, of course.
They can't put the sick
Not
cats
the
in there.
sick
And all
ones.
the sick dogs. The dirty sick dogs.
I've got so many cats. One of them's always sick.
Passes it on to the next one. Ugh.
They're bloody like dominoes.
The pandemic in my backpack. So but at the time, and for a few years after the incident, it was seen as this thing of being like, oh, maybe this is how people will respond in a real worldwide pandemic. And now we've had
Logging off. Getting a sandwich.
playing a different game. This game's shit.
I think in a worldwide pandemic, I probably have made noises like,
Click, click.
yeah, you got to do the click first, like the, I'm going to go
that
lie
sucks.
down. I'm going to have a nap.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll
You
just
know?
play a video game.
I mean, crinkle, 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 that's a chip packet. That's me eating chippies.
Whilst lying down.
And that's what it sounds like to you? Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle?
Yeah.
Not
Why?
just the cut of the... Well, I mean, it.
How would you do the noise?
Well, you're not eating thins, are you?
Fucking He's good.
Wow.
Man of 1,000 noises. Haven't pulled out the skill in a while.
Yeah, what number was that?
I think that's 879.
Wow.
That's me coughing like Jess. That's 642.
Wow, you can do it while speaking.
Yeah, very skilled.
You're very good.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Matt.
All right,
Wanna stop?
actually, that's probably about enough of that from me. Sorry.
Are you feeling okay, Matt?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm no sick dog.
Happy for me to go on? Jess has coughed a badge off, fallen off her jacket. It's quite a cough from Matt.
That's how good my impersonation of Jess coughing is.
My little badge fell off.
So it's quite interesting because now we've all had a worldwide pandemic that we've all experienced. It's interesting to see the similarities in response because at the time they were like, well, this is exactly what people would do.
Right.
And reading it through, some of it you go, oh yeah, people
wow.
did this.
Okay.
So as the bodies...
People did binge Netflix in WoW.
the game. As the bodies piled up in densely populated cities, major towns and cities were abandoned by the population as panic set in, and players rushed to evacuate to the relative safety of the countryside. Something we've sort of seen here in Australia.
Yeah, big time.
People wanting to leave the city and move to the country.
Get out of the ring of steel.
Yeah. The problem in the game was, as people travelled en masse out of cities, they spread the disease to previously unaffected places. So it made the pandemic worse.
Which is what they were worried about.
Yeah, people were worried about, you city folk, get the hell...
Spread it to the regions.
Or, like, people, for a while there, I think you heard about when Victoria, our state, was the COVID hotspot in New South Wales. People would be, like, booing and yelling at cars with licence plates from Victoria on their streets. We don't want you in here. Go back to your plague state.
Plague state. Yeah. That should be our new license plate motto. Victoria, the plague state.
Some players selflessly rushed to help using their healing powers and acted as sort of like first responders and as doctors and nurses.
That is awesome.
They were obviously putting themselves at risk, but they were trying to help. As nice as that sounds, and similar to our world relying on doctors and nurses, in an article in the Lancet Infectious Diseases Journal published in 2007...
I love that it's called the Lancet. So good.
And it was written by Nina Pfefferman and Eric Lofgren. Two great names.
Say that again.
Incredible.
Say that again.
Nina Pfefferman and Eric Lofgren of Tufts University School of Medicine.
Okay, none of this is real. Is this an in-game university?
Yeah, that's right. The University of WoW.
I went to the University of WoW. That's fun.
That's impressive. They write that their behaviour, this is the people healing people, may have actually extended the course of the epidemic and altered its dynamics, keeping infected individuals alive long enough for them to continue spreading the disease, and by becoming infected themselves and being highly contagious when they rushed to another area.
Never do good.
Yeah.
Never help someone who's sick.
I mean, it's pretty clear.
I've never done it, not once.
No, because of this, because I know it's not helpful.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
actually selfish to help.
And I like to stand at a distance and go, yuck!
No.
Ew!
I'm not helping, and that's actually helping.
Yeah. I'm brave, I say.
Yeah, I tweet stuff like that all the time.
But, like, I know it's not the same thing of spreading the disease, but obviously a lot of doctors and nurses in our pandemic have been highly affected.
Yes.
And infected.
Both.
And I boo them.
I stand outside hospitals, say boo.
I say, at Ambulance Victoria, boo.
I've read something from Tufts University.
You might think you're doing good.
But boo.
But boom.
But actually, you're not.
Have you read Lofgren? And Pfefferman. The developers behind the game Blizzard Entertainment tried to impose quarantine measures, isolating infected players from as yet uninfected areas.
So they can't just like recode it so that it disappears.
Not quickly enough without resetting the whole game.
Wow.
So, like, we'll try something else first.
Can I just say quickly, I don't understand anything. Like, I don't. You just feel like they could just like change a letter to another letter in the code,
Bloop, bloop,
and
bloop,
it just
bloop,
goes
bloop,
away.
Fixed.
But that's amazing that it's not even possible.
What if it made it worse?
What I just said there was quite naive. Someone saying at home, yelling at their iPod.
That's not how it works.
Do you even code, bro?
No.
No, I
bro.
don't. No, I don't.
So they tried at first a quarantine, and this quarantine failed for two reasons. Number one was the disease was highly contagious and it spread anyway. but also because some people resisted the quarantine and broke the rules.
No, didn't wear a mask.
Sound familiar?
Yes.
Ah, they used a nebulizer. Is that something?
There's something in that.
So
It's a very specific reference, but yeah.
Well, I think we're only doing the show for people of Victoria these days. The plague state. They get nebulizer material.
I get it.
I mean, material's strong.
some characters flagged themselves as infected to keep others away, like, stay away, I'm sick.
Okay.
People self-isolating.
Yeah.
But this was rendered useless because non-playable characters who could not die due to special coding could also get infected.
Oh, so they can't die, but they're would you call them a super spreader?
Yeah, because they're like a character that you go up to and, you can talk to them in the game.
Right.
Like the game's created
But they
them.
could
Yeah.
But they can't die, so they get infected, but they just stay alive to be a super spreader. And even though they couldn't die, they could spread the illness, so anyone who walked past them got infected.
Oh, my God.
So they're kind of like a super spreader / asymptomatic carrier at the same time.
Oh, my God.
They're a symptomatic character. Okay, wow. Neither of those things really mean anything to me, but asymptomatic character. They're a symptomatic character.
Carrier.
Are they a symptomatic carrier or an asymptomatic carrier?
Oh, my God. I don't.
Dave?
I'm broken.
Are they a symptomatic character or an asymptomatic
Look, I don't know
character?
if I misspoke or you misheard.
Well, that's the latter. Almost definitely.
Probably both. So you can see there are parallels to what has happened in our lives. Some
There are
players...
people in the world who can't die but can spread COVID.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's more like people that don't even know that they're sick,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
they spread it to everyone else.
And they go to 8 different barbecues
Yeah,
galore.
that's right. Some players attempted to enter infected areas to witness the chaos, then rush out before contracting the disease themselves.
That
Why?
sounds clever.
Some even created accounts after they heard of the pandemic so they could have a look for themselves. These are non-WoW players.
Oh,
And of course, this resulted in the further spread of the sickness because people are signing up as a newbie character just to walk into purposefully, and then they get infected and die. Some have said, this voyeurism is a bit like journalists reporting on an event and they bring the disease. I don't know if that's what they were saying that could happen in real life pandemic. I don't know.
As a journalist, Jess, how do you feel about that?
I obviously.
Are you a journalist much like people who log in and start a new World of Warcraft account just to have a look?
Will all journalists take an oath that in the
Hippocratic
oath, but in the event of a highly contagious disease, we are to immediately lick an infected person.
Yeah. Just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Just so you could write an hour by hour blog.
Exactly. How could you possibly, report on how a disease affects someone?
If you don't know how it tastes.
Exactly.
You lick so you can report back.
Exactly right.
And you lick it because you like it.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer? Musk.
This plague, it's got a certain amount of musk
Musky.
about it.
Tasty. World of Warcraft has a whole economy going on in it, and some players would send their knowingly infected avatars to work or off to a market, seeing them as having to work. A bit like people in real life who've run out of sick days, they just go into their job
Yes.
anyway.
Right, of course.
So you're playing a game where you're like, oh, but my avatar can't take a day off?
The drudgery of...
yeah, that's
I love to escape into this world of Warcraft.
Apparently there are entire... Back in the day when it was the biggest game in the world, it was something like the 6 of the 10 largest supercomputers in the world were dedicated to mining gold in the game of World of Warcraft. When you think about all the things that could be doing with these massive computers, I think it was in Japan, Korea, and China.
Wow.
They
Now
were
they're doing Dogecoin.
dedicated. Yeah,
Am I saying that
Wow.
right? Doge? Dave, you know.
you're saying it now, right? The second time, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Some of the behaviour took a darker turn. Quoting from another journal article here. Also,
Another journicle.
that's what we call them, Jess. Ballisa wrote this one.
In the journal.
Fun.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
it's
I
really
enjoy it.
cute.
That's
I
cute as
love it.
fuck.
Journicle. Can I change my name in the group chat to Journicle?
Great.
What is it at the moment?
Oh, it's so
Wizard's Digits
confusing.
or something.
It's so confusing for me because both of you are star Slubber and Star Slizzer or something. I never have any idea who's talking.
I'm the same with you two. One of yours is Wizard Jizz and one of them is
Dave.
Star Slubber.
I'm Star Slubber.
What am I?
Star Jelly.
So I've got
would be very
to work out who Slubber and Jelly is. I just got to click to see who's.
All right, I'll change myself to Jernicle. That'll
Okay.
clear everything up.
Thank you very much. That'd be great.
What was
We
that
had
from?
this conversation on pod.
That was from the Kentucky Meat Shower episode.
Yes.
Yes, a live one.
Now we get a live one.
So from one of these journals here, quoting.
From me.
From Jess. Some observers have suggested that the unexpected spread of this virtual infection was the deliberate strategy of malicious players.
Ah.
It's possible that players who were able to sustain the transmission cycle of the disease by keeping in close contact with another player whilst constantly healing each other until they'd reached populated cities. If so, this incident may also count as the first virtual act of bio-warfare.
Whoa.
So these players were essentially accused of online e-terrorism.
World of Bio Warcraft.
Which, I mean, it's funny to me that people are accused of terrorism for killing other characters when the whole aim of the game is really to kill other characters.
Yeah.
How dare you kill in a slightly different way?
Slightly different way. Because if you kill other characters, we'll give you points.
But not like this.
No, don't
Not
do
like
this.
this.
We took a code of honour. A bunch of players left the game because dying over and over again isn't that fun.
Sure.
Can you believe?
Cowards.
To quote from NPR, players were crying out in this virtual world and shouting for the people in charge, that is the game creators, to do something.
Won't somebody think of the Warcraft?
I guess that's a bit like people in real life shouting out to the government, please do something.
Yeah.
Fortunately, unlike in real life, the creators of the game were able to reset. At least 3 servers were affected, and on October the 8th, Blizzard had to reboot the entire game to correct the problem. So it was about a month before they did this.
Was this some sort of a PR nightmare?
Well, there were, at the time, lots and lots of articles written about it.
Right.
A PR nightmare, but also some people were signing up just so they could have a go.
Yeah, true.
So maybe it sucked people in.
Hey, any news is good news, or whatever they say. So what they say?
Any publicity.
Any news is good news. That is not what they say. There's bad news. Well, that's good news.
Oh, news.
Sorry, did you say news? Great.
Everyone's dead. Oh, fantastic.
Great. Would you say that
Good
this
news.
is a news event?
I remember teasing my mum one time that nobody had texted her. Like, she checked her phone, she had no messages. And I was like, haha, no one wants to talk to you. And she was like, oh, I always see it as a good thing because it means everyone's okay. And I was like, oh, fuck,
That's
Mum.
very sweet.
That's so cute.
Do you think so? You imagine you text your mum, it goes ding, she goes, oh no.
You get to a certain age, you two wouldn't understand this, but you get to a certain age, most of the times you hear something, it's about Bethel or Gerald
Yeah.
dying. And I can't wait to tell you, off pod, that's all I ever talk to you about is,
Bethel and
Who's
Gerald.
dead?
You'll
Yeah.
be like, do you remember Gerald and Bethel?
Of course.
And I'll say, well, they're dead.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're no fun to talk to anymore, actually.
Just listing dead.
A lot of doom and gloom.
Yeah,
Other people
true.
from the Bowls Club who haven't quite made it through the week.
Yeah.
Not quite.
How's Judith doing? She pulling
Oh,
through?
she's dead.
Oh, no,
Say
Judith!
it ain't so.
Judith!
Sorry.
She been hit by corrupted blood.
Yes.
Hacker.
Hacker got
Another
to her.
victim. Oh god, she's exploded in a cloud of blood.
Yeah.
Judith.
She was on a too low a level to survive.
Oh, Judith.
Judith.
Too young to explode in a cloud of blood.
Oh, she was 95. But a young 95.
Young 95. We all thought she'd get a 96 at least.
Easily. Anyway, R.I.P. Jude.
Yeah, then that cloud of blood got her.
So Blizzard, they reset the game and they made pets unable to be affected by corrupted blood, and that kept it contained to the dungeon where it belonged.
Wow, that was it. It was just, wow. That's crazy. Sorry, I keep saying wow. I can't stop.
I know. It's your catchphrase.
Addicted to the wow.
Everyone knows. You hear wow, you go, oh, you've heard do go on. Thanks very much.
Just Wow Perkins.
Thanks very much. I mean, don't act all weird. It's fine for you to meet me. It's fine. I know Jess quite well.
You know where I live.
I do.
Don't tell people, though.
I usually do.
Oh,
Got to
no.
win them over somehow.
You got no address?
So corrupted blood was over, but it should be noted that the corrupted blood incident wasn't the first virtual sickness.
Oh.
It had previously affected a game much closer to home.
Pong.
Oh, to home to Australia. Oh, okay.
No,
The Bindi Irwin
not
game.
to Australia, but
What have we got? Any games?
Untitled Goose Game's us.
Is it really? Well, there
Yeah,
you
we
go.
did that.
Oh yeah,
That's a
Crash
famous
Bandicoot. Is that some sort of?
Is that us?
Bandicoots. Bandicoots are an Australian animal, aren't they?
But it's not Australian, is it?
No, but I'm bringing it closer to the home of Dougal 1 is what I mean.
Oh.
The first incident, and I'm sorry to say, JP, happened in the year 2000 in May, affecting
Sims.
players of The Sims
Oh, no.
who were outraged when their game characters died of an infection contracted from virtual guinea pigs that had not been adequately cared for.
Oh, no.
Do you know anything about this? Would you have, when was the first time you reckon you played The Sims?
I thought I played from about the age of 11, which would have been 2001.
Oh, so you thankfully missed this awful
But
period.
I didn't even know. So that would have been Sims 1. I didn't even know you could have guinea pigs in the Sims.
And you had to look after them. Or it was bad news for you.
Maybe you did, yeah.
And according to the Sims fandom page, quote, Sims can catch it if they are bitten by a guinea pig that has a dirty cage or from other Sims who have been infected with the disease. Sims infected with guinea pig disease will sneeze and cough frequently, and their comfort and energy motives will rapidly decline. An infected Sim will die if they're not treated within time.
Wow. That's nuts. I'm looking up Sims 1 guinea pig.
And to annoy everyone, this really annoyed players. Due to a glitch, a Sim who dies from guinea pig disease cannot be successfully resurrected by the Grim Reaper. Once they are restored to life, they will immediately die again.
Oh.
So you're cursed by the guinea pigs.
Oh, no.
Cursed to die over and over again.
Pets. This is why you shouldn't have pets.
Yeah, that's right.
They're always going to get it back to us eventually. Well, all plagues sort of started with animals, don't they? Let's just let them live somewhere else.
Yeah, another planet.
We could have an animal planet.
There's something in that.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Good. We'll have one planet of the apes,
Yes.
one planet of the dogs,
Yes.
Oh,
and so on.
Etc. Etc.
Yeah.
planet of the sea urchins.
Yeah.
How are we going to make all these planets? How do you make the planet?
Planets exist already.
There's billions
We'll
out
just send 'em
there,
there.
surely.
Ah.
So we'll just find a sea planet and we'll send the urchins up there.
Yep.
Forest planet, we'll send up the apes. And
And Tom Hanks.
yeah. Then you've got...
I was like,
Very dumb, sorry.
no, that was good.
No, edit it out. I assume you edit out all bad jokes on this show. That's why we always come
Only
in
his own.
20 to 30 minutes long.
Yeah, that's right. Short episodes. We record for 6 hours a week. So on to The Sims. The disease could only be transmitted to other characters on the same lot.
Okay.
Yes, or the same street, really. So if it didn't spread on a huge scale like in World of Warcraft, but still bloody annoying for these characters. There were some stern letters at that time, in the year 2000, to the creators of the game. The BBC reported on this in an article written in 2000, and it sounded awful.
Were you already playing
No.
in 2000? No. When did you discover The Sims?
The following year.
We did discuss that.
I'd already played SimCity, I think, sometime in the late 90s.
SimCity 2000.
Yeah, maybe it was. It was
you have
like
a
a
hamster?
Super Nintendo game.
Oh, right.
I've still got the cartridge at home,
Oh, that'd be worth a mint.
but the console was stolen.
Oh, because it was worth a mint.
I told you.
So I've got cartridges for like half a dozen games, but nothing to play it on.
Yeah, that's
The
disappointing.
saddest thing I've ever heard.
I should give them to someone. If any listeners have Super Nintendo and want games like SimCity, and you can continue on my city, which I think was called
Matt.
Far Q.
Classic.
That's very good, but I don't get it. Who stole
I remember
the...
telling Dad about it. I'm like, Dad, check out my city. It's called Far Q. He said, come on, Matt. I thought it would have got past him. Like,
Come on.
He won't understand this.
he won't understand.
He's too
this.
old.
He'll be like, oh, Far Q. I don't see the very beautifully hidden second meaning. I just thought it was called, and I was just like, far. It's far Q, Dad.
Was
Matt, please.
Was it your dad who took the Nintendo away?
Maybe it was. No, our caravan was broken into,
No.
and they took the console.
But they left the cartridge.
They left the cartridges
Foolish.
and the controllers.
I mean, who needs that?
Point. So then it's just to piss you off, really.
Yeah, it was just a...
So what I was laughing at before is that my high school boyfriend's auntie one time tried to convince us. She was explaining to us young kids, we were like early 20s. She was trying to tell us why the saying is like it cost a mint. And she was saying it's because mint used to be very expensive.
Even more expensive than Musk. The most expensive flavour.
I was just like, you don't think it has anything to do with like a mint? Like, you don't think that? She's like, no. It's because mint was very expensive.
Mint's actually where they make coins and currency. They were named after the flavour mint.
Wow.
Oh, it's very funny.
Because they cost a mint.
No, it cost a
Mints
mint.
do. That's not a coincidence because they named them after pepper. Originally they were called the peppermint. Where do you make all that money? Had the peppermint.
Okay.
But they got shortened over time to the mint.
Yeah. Because there's so many different types of mint.
Jeez, I hope that's... It'd be very, very funny if your friend is right.
No, I don't think that's true at all.
But it would be funny.
It would be funny, but...
There's nothing funnier than someone going, okay, and being wrong.
Yeah. Oh, okay, idiot. Sorry, Dave, we've really derailed.
Oh no, there was just the BBC wrote about the Sims one in the year 2000, and I enjoyed what they wrote. The discussion area of the Sims website has rung with questions about cures for the sick Sims and how a Sim can recover from the career setback of spending a few days in bed.
A setback?
Some child Sims with bad grades have ended up in military school after spending a day or two in bed recovering from the cold.
Yeah, I forgot that. They used to send you to military school if your grades were bad.
People are so pissed off because their kid's infected by a guinea pig. They're like begging the military people, don't take my kid away.
Wow.
It's not my fault I didn't clean the cage.
So the army. Oh, I see a conspiracy here. The army's infected that hamster, right? Or guinea pig.
Oh, yeah, they always want people.
Just to boost numbers.
It's modern day conscription.
Oh, my God.
Send the guinea pigs out. Do your dirty work.
Send out the guinea pigs. Release the guinea pigs.
They ended up updating the code, making the guinea pig disease give you a cold rather than resulting in death. So that's that. But because this is one of my shorter reports, I thought we could finish off with some potentially fun facts.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what Jess has to say. If they're grim, I'll let you know. But for new listeners, Jess seems... she doesn't allow Dave or I to talk about anything that's a fun fact. She says she's the only one who can tell if something
That's
is
why I've
fun
written
or not.
these as potentially fun facts.
Exactly. He
And-
gets it.
I am the authority on grim.
Yeah, and I've never tried to step on that.
Don't worry,
So-
Matt, I've got one for you as well.
I don't know why you're coming for me.
I've got something for everyone here,
And I'm
all right?
the queen of fun facts.
I'm coming for the queen.
Well, fuck off.
Watch the throne. I'm coming for it.
Fuck off then.
I tried to cover fun and grim here, so hopefully
Okay,
we get a
well-
wide spectrum.
Matt, a number one rule of coming for the throne is don't tell the queen sitting on the throne that you're coming for it.
Well, you better look at that throne because I'm coming
sitting
for that
on
throne.
it. I can't look at it. I'm sitting on it.
Look down at the
Fuck
throne
off.
because
I don't
I'm
want to.
watching it.
No, because
And
I'm watching
coming,
you.
I'm coming
'Cause
for
I
that
don't want to
throne.
look
Stop
down
coming for
because
the
you're
throne.
I'm coming for the throne.
for the throne.
All right, here we go. Fun, grim, or
We'll decide.
possibly both.
What's your specialty, Dave? There's got to be something else. Nice
Lame.
Yeah,
or just factually fact.
yeah. I just fact check people.
Yeah.
I'm just googling.
Incorrect.
I'm googling mint right now. So, in the game, you can pick your race: dwarf, orc, night elf, etc. The most popular race is the human race.
Oh, the most beautiful ship is the friendship.
That's so lame.
I know, isn't that is a lame fact? But I mean, the fact that people do that is pretty lame. You can
Lame
be
fact.
anything you want.
Yeah.
There's like 12 or 15 of this or something. I'm going to be a human. Thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, you say that, but do you know the amount of times I've chosen the stand-up comedian career in The Sims?
That's an
Many.
option. That's funny.
Do you get to see them do their bits in Simish?
You get to see their bits.
You get to see their bits.
Yeah, that's
if
why
you've
you
got a
play.
certain mod, yeah, you can see their bits.
Really? Can you see their bits as they're drowning in the pool?
Yeah, probably.
What were we when we did the D&D, which we are going to do again now that we're allowed out again? We're going to do another series of Do Go On D&D or whatever we called it. What do we call it? Do Go Ons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Or Dungeons and Do Go
I
Ons.
don't know.
Or do go Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, yeah.
We had many options.
But we're going to do more of that. But anyway, do you remember? I can't remember. Was I a hobgoblin?
Feels like it.
Remember?
I feel like I was like a sub.
I was a monk.
I think my name was Gary Gregson.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I was Casino Musgraves.
Oh, you're fantastic.
That's right. I think I had a good name too. Can't tell you what it was.
Something Shooting Star?
Yes, and I found love.
That was great. All right. If we play again, are we going to pick up our characters?
I think so, yeah.
That'll be all right. We're going to have to do that again.
So
Keep an eye on the Patreon.
If people haven't heard, we're on the Patreon. You go to patreon.com/dogoonpod or dogoonpod.com. And there was a 4-part series where we played a Do Go On Dungeons and Dragons thing. Something like that. And it was so much fun. But we're going to do it again sometime soon.
But our
Dungeon Master. Freaking hell. Dungeon Master Adam Carnivale. Anyway, I got dreams to do lots of it. I've just got to convince Dave and Jess.
I had a good time.
It's fun once you're doing it, but it's funny to be like, hey, let's spend a week just every day going at it down there in the dungeon.
The pandemic did mean we couldn't be in the same room for many months, and it's better if we're all together at one big table having a go.
Can we make a ruling on that fact, though? Because it wasn't that fun.
No. I'm assuming it was a fact. No, it wasn't grim.
So it was I guess, one of Dave's?
Yeah. Because it's
lame.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a bit cute.
It's a sad, I'd say not a grim fact, but
sad,
a sad fact.
That people just choose.
You can be anything.
Yeah, but
I'll be me. Maybe that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's still like a form of escapism, but it's easier to connect to that character and be like, yeah, I could be doing this because they look like me.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, how about this? Many celebrities are big fans of this game. Vin Diesel, Paul Walker.
Mr. Worldwide. No, is he Mr. Worldwide?
No.
Think of a different bald man.
Pitbull.
And me.
I imagine Pitbull played this, but Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Mila Kunis, Henry Cavill. But they weren't the only celebrity
Superman
fans of the game. Here's a possibly grim fact here, Matt. Robin Williams loved video games, even naming his daughter Zelda. Mm-hmm. He also loved World of Warcraft and has an in-game memorial as a tribute to him.
That's not a grim. That's another beautiful fact.
That's nice.
Is that a bit grim?
I don't think that's grim at all.
Nah,
that's a nice fact.
People
not
die,
fun.
Dave,
It's hard to find.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Is it fun?
Nah, it's not fun.
That's not fun?
Nah. How's that fun? Is that the first thing I'm going to tell people if WoW comes up in conversation?
What's the first thing you're going to tell them?
I don't know. I haven't listened to most of this.
Monkey in a bag. Or whatever.
Yeah, monkey in a bag.
Pets in the bag.
Okay, I've got 2 more. Not a good idea right here.
Okay, you're getting a bit defensive here, mate. I mean, it's our call to make.
Dave,
I'm not getting defensive. I'm just saying you got 2 more. I got 2
we're
more
being
shots.
joke nasty here.
I thought that was a little bit grim.
I'm being joke horny.
Have I got a movie for you? The Mummy, Triple X porn parody.
And it's called. That's all it's called, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Dave, you had like 3 or 4.
Oh, the Cummy, come on.
The Cummy.
You'd think you'd go the daddy, but whatever.
Daddy's good.
Okay, 2 more.
All right, this one's fun. In 2016, a Warcraft film was released. Do you remember this?
No.
It went on to be the highest-grossing video game film of all time.
What?
Wow, even more than Super Mario Brothers?
I've got a note here.
Starring Bob Hoskins?
Sorry, Super Mario Brothers, starring John Leguizamo. It was directed by David Bowie's son, Duncan Jones.
What?
Hello, I'm Duncan Jones.
Hello, it's me, Duncan Jones.
Is that anything?
Me dad was David Bowie.
I think, well, I can't speak on this, but it's more fun than grim, I'll tell you that.
That's fun.
Fun fact.
Fuck yeah, great.
Because there's been a lot. I mean, there was Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
There's been Battleship.
The one it beat was...
No, that was a board game.
The one it beat was Prince of Persia.
Oh. What else? There's got to have been...
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Doom.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The Sims. In a lot of ways, any film is The Sims.
My goodness.
My God.
You know?
When I think it's matter. I mean, they did an emoji film. Surely there can be a Sims film. Has there been a Sims film?
Yes.
Probably.
They've done an Angry Birds film.
Oh, yeah, that was another one.
That was quite big. There was a sequel, I believe. Angry Birds.
2. Still
As
angry.
well.
That was a fun game. I'm going to play Angry Birds again.
Great. I never played it.
What about Floppy Bird? No, Flappy Bird.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants a floppy bird.
Couple too many beers, I got a floppy bird.
All right, final one.
Porn parody of Flappy Bird.
Floppy Bird.
Would be a super successful porn parody. It's very disappointing watch, actually.
You really start feeling sorry. It's a bit grim, really. If World of Warcraft doesn't seem real world enough to you, then you could check out World Joyland, a theme park located in Changzhou in China. The park's theme is inspired by the video game series World of Warcraft and StarCraft. It reportedly cost $48 million to build, but is not officially licensed or endorsed by Blizzard.
Oh,
It's a rip-off.
World of Joycraft for $48 million.
What was it called? World
Joyland.
It doesn't sound like there's any connection to it at all.
Well, they rip off everything. I read a review from the themeparkguy.com.
Okay, love.
And he claims he visited about 10 years ago that the park also rips off stuff from Universal, Disneyland, and even has a fake Disneyland store. And I guess
$48 million.
We'll just have to add it to our list of things to go for our inevitable world tour.
Jess, I don't want to speak for you, but that to me is fun.
See, why do you have to ruin it?
Okay, no,
By jumping in there first. How about, because it's my decision.
Well, okay, look, let me put it this way. It's not a grim fact.
So how about instead you say, hey, Jess, is that a fun fact?
Okay.
You know?
Dave, start from the top. Edit that bit out. Let's go again.
All right. Daniel from Provo suggested this question.
Sorry, Jess. Is this a fun fact?
It is a fun fact.
Yes, we did it, everyone.
did it.
That is Corrupted Blood, the World of Warcraft pandemic. Thank you so much.
We did it.
Thank you. We did it,
Dave,
everyone.
That's a wild story.
What a great story.
Nothing about.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones that in the hat, jumps out to you. And you go, all right, I'll put this up for the vote. And of course, it also jumps out to the Patreon supporters so they vote for it.
Well, that brings us to everyone's favourite section of the show, the fact, quote, or question section. And in this section, you can get involved by going to patreon.com/dogoonpod or dogoonpod.com and sign up on the Sydney Scheinberg Deluxe Memorial Rest in Peace level. And the way it works is once you're on there, you get all sorts of different rewards, bonus episodes, including the Phrasing the Bar, bonus reports, other fun things. We do 3 of those every month.
We've got over 100 now. About 110 bonus episodes to check out.
And you sign up, you get access to all those. You also get to vote on topics, like Dave's topic today was voted on by supporters of the show. And, a bunch of other things. A weekly newsletter. You also get to be in the online community and all these sort of things. But for the Sydney Scheinberg Deluxe Memorial level, the main one is the fact, quote, or question, which is what this section is all about. So you sign up to that, and periodically you get to give us a fact, a quote, or a question. You also get to give yourself a title. And this section of the show actually has a jingle. I think it goes something like this.
Fact, quote, or question.
Jingle!
He always remembers the jingle. And this week, Dave's going to read them out because I didn't bring my computer. Dave, who have we got here in the fact?
Very happy to read out a few of these.
Can you
Absolute
read?
legends.
Can you read?
No.
Okay.
But I actually have someone here whispering into my ear via a listening device. They can hear what you're saying.
Okay.
And what do you want me to say? And they can hear what I'm saying. They're passing messages into my ear.
That's tedious.
Fuck you all. What? That seems inappropriate. Janine, stop it.
Janine. Cut it out, Janine.
Oh, no. Janine's 10-year-old Max got on the line again. Piss off, Max. Piss off. First up, Janine's telling me I've got to thank Roy Phillips.
Roy. What was Roy's character on The Simpsons?
Roy. Hey, Mr. S.
It was the cool cousin or something,
Roy Phillips giving themselves the nickname, the guy that's running out of good tongue twisters to screw with Matt.
Oh, well.
You couldn't catch me out with that, Roy.
Couldn't catch Janine out with that.
Janine's all over it. Janine's whispering syllable by syllable through all the hardest tongue twisters. Roy's given us a question, and that question is, hey guys, hope you're all doing well. My mate Ben is currently listening through all your episodes starting from the beginning. Last I heard, he was on episode 120-something. Anyway, for when he gets to this episode in like July 2022 or whatever, can you all collectively call him a knobhead?
Okay, what was his name?
Ben?
Ben, you're a knobhead.
Ben, I don't want to do what Roy has asked us to do, because I don't know you.
I didn't think of that.
Just kidding, you're a knobhead. Got him.
Roy, you're a dickhead.
Ooh.
Janine, it's knobhead. Roy, you're a knobhead.
Did it.
Got it. Roy, no, not Roy. Ben, you're a knobhead. Sorry, Roy rules.
Roy rules.
Ben's a knobhead. Roy has written that'd make both his and my day. Cheers, guys. Keep up the good work.
Well, you're both a couple of knobheads.
On your Roy and Ben. That's nice.
That's lovely.
It's lovely you get to call your mate a knobhead.
And it's so good that, it'll happen at any time, and Roy doesn't know exactly when it's going to happen. So just someday in the future, he's just ensuring he's going to get a text from Ben at some point.
That's nice.
That's great.
Hey, and their celebrity couple name is Roybin. I'm Roybin here. I don't know if that's anything, but just thought I'd throw it in.
It's definitely something.
That's everything.
Damn it! That's what I wanted to say.
Next, Triptych club member
No.
is... No.
Fact, quote, or
Quite a
question.
fuck.
Jesus,
wrong
fucked
with
it up
you?
already. I give him the keys one
Honestly,
week.
Guys, I got to tell you, this is a lot harder than it looks.
Don't say that in front of Matt.
Credit where credit's due.
He doesn't need the boost to his ego.
Fucking Janine, get
I
the
really
words
need a
right.
boost right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is
Flat
hard.
as a tack.
Big shout out to Nathan Damon.
Nathan.
Title is Executive in Charge of Getting Dougal on Back to Perth. In brackets, I mean our borders are open.
Very keen. Well,
that's
he
no
wrote
point.
that a little while ago, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause there was a little brief period there where it was...
Well, that's right. Well, it was actually, you guys are all masked up until this weekend, but Nathan has given us a question that is, when are you coming back to Perth?
Oh, a fantastic question.
Would love to get back there. There's nothing set in stone.
No.
Let me say that. And there's nothing set even in a some like a less stony
Nothing
substance.
set
either.
in Play-Doh.
But we're keen.
We
Yeah.
are very keen. We loved it. We've only been to Perth once together. We had a great time. We also asked
Remember,
people...
Dave, when we went out for ice cream after and we were yelling out that everyone should shut their mouth, their toilet?
Shut you, toilet.
Shut you,
We were
toilet.
extremely drunk on a Sunday night.
I heard you guys from...
I stole multiple glasses from the pub.
And then left them
Got
in the
'em home.
Airbnb out
Yeah.
of guilt. Nathan
Well, I
Damon.
wasn't out of guilt. I just had no way of getting them home. Should have taken them with us.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful glasses.
Beautiful.
I owe that pub multiple glasses.
And my life.
But when we get people to ask a question, we ask them often, it's nice if they can answer it themselves.
Yeah.
And Nathan has answered this question. When are we coming back to Perth? He's written to give my answer very soon, hopefully.
Oh, great. Oh, good.
Very soon, hopefully. I really need to get back because I will be paying them for those glasses.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably do that from here, but I want to do it in person.
Yeah.
That's right. You're a cash-only kind of guy.
Are you going to call them a toilet while you're there, though?
No.
You should.
Oh, you reckon?
Yes. Everyone
Be
wants to be
rude while
called a
done.
toilet.
Shut
Sorry
your
for
toilet.
stealing some stuff from your beautiful establishment.
You toilet.
You toilet.
Take my fiver.
That's good.
Next up is Thomas Doppelreiter.
Oh, the Quizmeister.
Well, the nickname is Quizmaster of the Dugo Patreons.
Yes.
For those who don't know, Thomas Doppelreiter, one of our favourite Austrian listeners, who writes a quiz often every week in the Facebook group for our Patreon supporters. He puts 10 questions in there, and it's great because people work it out together because there's 9 questions, and the 10th one is, what's the connection between the first 9 questions?
Yeah.
And people sort of chime in with, I reckon number 3 might be this, number 5 is this, and by the end of it, they usually get it, which is
We've
very
also
cool.
done a couple of bonus episodes with Thomas's quizzes. One of those made people angry.
Because they got the link and we did not.
And it made them furious. So we sort of decided maybe we shouldn't do it for the listeners' peace of mind.
We don't want them to be mad.
We want them to listen and have fun.
Yeah. Not be angry at us.
Well, Thomas has
Or
given
their
us...
iPods.
Yeah, don't yell at their iPods.
He loves to ask questions, and he's asked us one.
Great.
If you had to choose the most delightful musical interpretation of the group, whose name is one part low temperature and the other part a thing, Shakespeare would write, what would you answer?
What?
Guys, we've got to work together.
a riddle here,
What's
isn't
the
it?
connection? He's written, for me, it would be an educated person who does research. All right, let's go through this again, Thomas. If you had to choose the most delightful musical interpretation of the group, whose name is one part low temperature and the other part a thing, Shakespeare would write, what would you answer?
Coldplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that must be is that what he's wanting us to say? Oh, and mine's a scientist. Is that what he's trying to get us to say?
But what's the Shakespeare part?
Play.
Cold.
Something Shakespeare would write. Low temperature.
Oh,
cold.
right. I'm reading the commas incorrectly there. Sorry if I phrased that
And
badly.
so what's what was the first bit again? Great work, Jess, by the way.
You've totally worked it out. That's a fantastic work. You've cracked the
Hopefully
case.
no one's yelling at their iPod right now.
And for me, it would be an educated person who does research.
A scientist.
Scientist.
Right.
Fuck,
That is what he wanted us to say.
Well done.
That is very good. If music be the fruit of love, play on.
Because I was going to say...
I love Thomas's question.
I was going to
hate
say
it.
2 degrees piano, but that would... I didn't really understand what he meant.
Yeah, I did.
Vanilla Ice bagpipe. Thomas Operator, that was very well done.
You've done it again.
I was perplexed.
I'm so glad Bob was here because otherwise I thought it was a question that didn't have a set answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Mine's a scientist.
Mine's a scientist.
That's very good.
I cannot find that clip. I watched the whole interview and it's been trimmed out on Shane Warne's own YouTube channel.
No.
Or I've made it up.
If you have, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. And that's not even rude.
It's not. It's
That's not
very
even
funny.
rude.
What's your favourite Coldplay song?
I'm a
Mine's a scientist.
scientist.
Do we need to explain this? Shane Warne is a cricketer for Australia, legend. He had an interview show briefly.
About 8 episodes.
On the first episode, he had Chris Martin, the Coldplay singer, on. And I'm sure it was during this that he asked the question, what's your favourite Coldplay song? And before he gave him a chance to answer, he answered himself, Mine's a Scientist.
So funny.
And I'm sure that Tony Martin on one of his radio shows clipped that little bit out and played it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm really...
You could contact Tony and ask.
Should I?
Yeah, ask Tony.
He'd love that kind of question, I reckon.
He would, yeah.
And of course, the final question that he would ask is boxers, briefs, or commando?
Is that what he asked us?
Yes. He asked every guest.
What? It's so rude.
What
are you
a funny little
But
quirky
let's all
question.
answer now.
Yeah, what are you wearing right now?
Let's all answer at the same time. Ready? One.
Commando... Oh.
Okay. Matt's commando.
Commando boxer briefs.
Yeah, to be fair,
I wear camo boxer briefs.
gonna say no one wears
arseless chaps
boxers?
was not even an option. And I'm offended. Our final one for the fact quota question is Paul McNally.
Rand's
I knew
nephew.
that was coming. Plagiarizer in chief of the podcast is the nickname.
Okay.
Plagiarizer. That's
Great.
fun.
Have you got your own little podcast on the side? Is that what you're doing?
Do you go, ooh, no.
Paul's given us a fact.
I
here.
must have talked about this before, but on the Australian Simpsons episode where Bart's going around the map and he goes, Rand McNally, I had no idea what that meant.
Right, that's a famous brand of map
I knew it was
maker.
funny. I didn't know why. I thought it might have been like a satellite or something, but yeah, Rand McNally. It made me laugh every time, even though I didn't get it. Rand McNally. It's just a fun name.
Just a bit of fun there.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Bit of fun.
And that's all we're trying to do here. I know a lot of people have been listening furious through the whole episode.
Yeah.
But what you got to understand is we're just trying to have a bit of fun.
Fun.
Come on.
Line up.
Don't you want to have a bit of fun?
Fun. Yeah, smoke a joint. That's what we're sounding like. We're sounding like those kids at a party who peer pressure other kids.
Hey, just have a bit of fun.
And that's not cool.
That's not on.
That was an example of what not to do.
No. And you
Dave,
passed the test.
Please stop us.
Would you like to hear a fact from
Yeah.
Paul
Oh,
McNally?
Yes.
Paul.
Hi, guys.
Nickname Rand.
Now, given that my last fact was actually about a topic you'd already covered, whoops, I've decided to go back to medical facts. And here it is.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rand.
Love medical facts.
I'd bring up Rand McNally every time he gets a fact in here. Paul.
Every time. A fracture of both calcani, heel bones, sustained at the same time is called a lover's fracture. It got its name from being associated with folks jumping from a window to escape an angry spouse who discovered their other half in bed with another man or woman.
Oh.
Nowadays, it's more common in burglars and drunken Egypts falling off stuff. Keep up the great content and stay safe.
Can I say, that was a grim fact.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
I enjoyed it.
So the person who finds their partner cheating on them, they jump out the window.
No.
No, you're busted in someone else's bed.
Right.
You jump out the
Okay, so
window.
you're with someone whose partner comes home. Yeah, interesting.
And then you jump out the window and break both your heels at the same time.
Ow.
Jumping heel first.
Yes, this seems silly. You jump butt first.
Yeah,
Oh, I was
with
gonna say
butt
head first.
That's where you got most cush.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows butt first.
Let your face take most of the blow,
yeah.
Yeah.
so to speak.
That's what I do on a weekend.
Again, ass first for me.
Blow it up there. A little help in the cubicle.
Little help, please. Someone, please bring a straw.
BYO straw.
A little help. Gasol.
Also, women's toilets are all cubicles. We don't have urinals. They won't let us.
Discrimination.
Little help, please.
Little help, please.
Get some blow up my ass.
So that was the fourth of
Yeah,
the
that's our 4 fantastic people. I love you guys.
Well, that means it's time to thank a few of our other great supporters who are on the Ask Prod level, I believe, or above. And normally Jess comes up with a little game to play. We something sort of related to the episode. We give them a title or we give them something.
We're giving them a pet who inevitably gets infected and dies.
Love that. All right. Well, first up.
Do you?
Yeah, great.
I mean, I don't, because there was a few bits in my comedy festival show where I'd talk about pets that sort of had bad ends, but they weren't real in my head. But you could feel some nights the crowd really felt it fully, like they were thinking about a real pet.
Yeah.
We're not talking about real pets.
No.
These are made up things.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up from Address Unknown.
Ooh.
Return to sender. It is Jasmine Hill.
Jasmine Hill has a jaguar.
Jaguar.
Named Jerry.
Jerry the Jaguar.
Jerry Jags.
And
he's got the sniffles.
and he dies
Oh, no,
They all die?
in a backpack.
Don't worry, they respawn. Come on.
Yeah, they respawn. But you will see its corpse on the ground, and that will be disturbing.
Oh, no.
All right, Jasmine. Hopefully you're happy with that. I'd also love to thank from Robin Hill in New South Wales, Australia. It is Will Schoenmaker.
A little clownfish.
Whoa, I like a clownfish.
Is that
Yeah.
Nemo?
What's his name? Yes.
Philip.
Philip the clownfish.
Yeah.
Love
Philip
that.
Fish. Love that.
Love that.
And obviously you bring it out when you're battling a really bad demon.
Yeah.
Bring out the clownfish in a bowl of water.
And the demon's sort of like, clown.
Yeah, distract. And while they're distracted, axe to the face.
Exactly.
They're dead.
Axe straight to the face.
Ow.
You got to do it.
You got to do it. And the clownfish is... I've seen some horrible stuff. Really.
As a clownfish.
I have blood on my fins. This is really awful what I've done.
Thank you, Will. And finally, I'd love to thank from Mattingly in Victoria, Australia. It is Nathan Garnsworthy.
Nathan Garnsworthy. Think of an animal, Matt.
Zebra.
Zebra
Oh,
for
nice.
Nathan, and the zebra's name is Harold.
Harold the Zebra.
I say that because I have a canvas in my house with the zebra on it, and we've named him Harold.
A
A
tribute.
canvas with a zebra on it?
Yeah.
Like a... What does that
Like a
mean?
painting.
Okay. I was
uncultured swine.
picturing a tarpaulin.
No, I don't have a tarpaulin with a zebra on it.
Really?
I have a tarpaulin with a dead zebra in it. Sure.
How was
waiting for the cleaners to arrive.
Yes. Well, you know, I can't put it in the bloody freezer, can I?
No.
They've got a small freezer.
Certainly not.
Got ice cream in there for treats. Can I thank some people?
Oh, I'd love it.
I'd love to thank from Mooresville, NC, North Carolina. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, if only...
Quick fun fact for that: their fire trucks are actually blue.
Ah, well, tell you who would know that. Dustin Stewart, spelt the right way, Matt.
Dusty Stewart, great name. Love that.
Yeah, very good.
What about a
Dustin Stewart.
platypus
Oh, yes.
named Patricia?
Patricia the platypus.
and she's dead.
Oh, but coming back to life.
She's gone, like, it's quite a journey.
Gone but not forgotten.
She's had, yes, gone but not forgotten, but
Yeah,
very
journey
much
to the
dead.
afterlife.
Yeah.
It's a long journey.
Yeah. Hey.
And
Hope you got to pay the ferryman, but always fix a price or whatever, whatever that song is.
I don't know.
No, don't pay the ferryman
Don't pay.
till you get to the other side.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ah, that does make
The guy who sang "Lady in Red," his other hit was "Don't Pay
Krista Berg?
Krista Berg.
I didn't know he had... What was his other hit? This was about...
Don't pay the ferryman. Yeah.
Wow.
Ah. There you go.
Some great
even
fun
fix
facts
the
tonight.
price
That's fun.
till you get it.
The Christaberg had another hit. Actually, I'm in charge of beautiful facts, and that is beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. That's a
Beautiful.
good angle for you, yes. I would also like to thank from Location Unknown.
Ooh, the moles! The fortress of the moles! Can only assume.
Charlie Walk.
Ooh, Charlie Walk.
Charlie Walk. I'm thinking, do the chicken back, do the chicken back, chicken back, do the chicken back.
Do you know your
Monkey.
Were you giving us what's happening inside your mind out
I
loud?
don't know what I was
just
doing there.
then?
I was
what's
just remembering a song that mentions a lot of animals. It's called Chicken Payback. I should have just said chicken, but I was waiting to get to the next animal.
And what's
I'm not
monk-
sure
what kind of
why that
monkey?
would be, because I'm thinking I'm probably confusing it for another song that had walk in it. Maybe is there a song called Chicken Walk?
Not that I'm aware of, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, we all work in mysterious ways.
But you went for monkey.
Monkey.
What type of monkey? You know quite a few.
I guess I'd go with one of the classics. Squirrel.
Oh, squirrel monkey.
Squirrel monkey.
Named.
Squirrel.
Sigh. Squirrel. Squirrel sigh.
Squirrel sigh.
Squirrel sigh, the
I love
squirrel
that.
monkey.
Goodness.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean... My thought was coming through on delay, and Jess had already said something. It's called Squirrel.
What were you going to
Sigh. I was going to say Simon, but I think
Yes.
Squirrel. Squirrel, the squirrel monkey.
Okay,
Love that.
great. Good teamwork there.
Charlie Walk. I love that name.
And finally for me, from Arlington, VA,
Virginia.
Virginia, Christine Walk.
Ooh,
wonder if there's any
I think
relation.
Christine might have given away Charlie's address. Somehow.
Well, I mean, maybe, but wouldn't it be crazy if they sign up at the same time, have the same surname, but aren't related?
One of them lives in the fortress of the moles.
Should I get to the next bit of this song? Do the chicken pay back, monkey, do the monkey back, back, do the monkey back, pay back the monkey, pay back the monkey.
I'm just trying to help you. I don't know what you're doing.
Monkey back.
Walrus.
Walrus, do the walrus back. That's not in it, but I love it. Oh, I love the walrus.
Christine's got a walrus named
Wally.
Walter.
Walter. Wally for short.
Yes.
Great. Love that.
Thank you.
Wally. You call him what you like, Christine,
he
because he's
doesn't
dead. Doesn't mind, he's dead. Imagine lugging around Walter. Walter the walrus.
He's heavy.
Love their teeth.
He ain't heavy.
He's my walrus.
He's my Walter.
Gosh, that's beautiful.
He ain't heavy.
I would love to thank some people now.
He's my Walter. Okay, go on.
I'd like to thank from Edmonton in... What are we looking at here? In Canada.
Canada.
I would like to thank Sandy Pahar.
I think the Edmonton Oilers. Would I be correct in saying that, Dave?
Yes, that's right. I've got the Prodigy parody shirt.
That's right.
Sandy Pahar from Edmonton.
Crab.
Oh, crab. I love
Sandy
a crab.
Crab.
Sandy Crab.
Her pet's named after her. Love that.
Yeah, her
Sandy.
pet crab is also named Sandy. It does get a little confusing. I want to clarify that the crab is dead.
Yes.
But it's named Sandy.
Yes.
Oh.
But
Which,
Sandy's
which one?
alive.
Which one of us is the crab? The dead one. Oof, that was close.
On your
Almost
Sandy.
killed Sandy.
Good luck with your crab. I would like to thank now from Byram in MS now. Is that Mississippi, Minnesota?
Ooh,
Or both?
Question.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
I feel like Missouri's MZ.
That's can't be.
we're looking at
that's okay.
Mississippi. I would like...
Oh,
I would like
you
to-
threw me.
Mine's better.
MISSI I learned that from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I learnt mine from
Chipmunks.
Explorapedia. It was a educational computer game, and I loved it.
Back in my day, the only educational computer game was Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Well, from Mississippi, it's Kiana Jackson.
Kiana.
Fantastic name. Kiana Jackson. I mean, all of them have been fantastic.
They're
once
very
again.
good.
A toucan.
Ooh, that's great. I
Oh,
love
yes.
toucans.
They're very cool. Toucan
bird.
named...
Terry.
Thinking Terry as well. Fantastic. Terry the toucan.
That's great.
Thank you, Kiana. And finally, from me, I would like to thank from County Dublin, Orla McGrath.
I think Orla McGrath might be my favourite listener name. I've got so many favourites, but Orla McGrath, what a fantastic
My
name.
goodness.
Orla is fantastic.
I love Orla. I hadn't heard. I think Orla McGrath's the first Orla I knew. Now there's an Orla who just won the AFLW Grand Final.
Oh, cool.
And I'm like, it's now I know 2 Orlas, and I just think it's a fucking sick name. It's
Great.
Orla.
Yeah.
Amazing name.
Really good.
And an animal for Orla?
Octopus.
Owl.
Oh!
Octopus owl.
An octopus owl named Marsha.
Oh,
Now,
that's
okay,
nice.
Jess, is it an octopus that can fly, or
Yes.
or an underwater winged
A bird that can swim like
Underwater bird.
underwater bird?
penguin style.
Yeah, oh, it's a penguin. Is it a penguin?
It's a penguin.
Early days, I didn't know. They're like, what is this
What is
underwater bird?
What's this?
Some sort of an octopus
A
owl.
flying octopus.
But it is a penguin.
It's an octopus that's
penguin.
lost 4 of its legs. Orla McGrath. Marsha
the penguin.
The penguin.
I love penguins. My favourite bird, I think.
Do you reckon?
Mine's a penguin.
What's your favourite bird? Mine's a penguin.
Oh, I haven't thought about it. I like cockatoos. They're beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they're okay.
I like owls. They're fun.
Yeah,
I like birds.
I like those little owls. They're cool.
I like rosellas.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're lovely. Nice colours. I like parrots. A macaw.
I really love a willy wagtail.
Oh, I love willy wagtails.
A lot of personality for how small they are. Their tail is so ridiculous.
They just go beep, 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 beep,
Yeah, they
beep,
go flying in and out.
I like, what about a fairy wren?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful
listening.
little bird. Little blue bird.
Oh, you've made it creepy. We're just talking about nice little birds.
Oh, I think you made it creepy. I was just talking about a beautiful
you
little
went
bird.
very deep and said a beautiful little
Oh, I
bird.
just
You
thought
looked
that.
deep in
It
my
was a
eye and you
beautiful
said that.
bird.
I'll stop
I
saying it.
love that fairy wren. A
Get out of our eyes. Get out of my eyes.
Now we're all horny.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch The Mummy. Not the Brendan Fraser movie, even though that also turns me on.
But I love penguins. I reckon penguins are fantastic. Favourite bird. There, I said it. Well, that leaves us with nothing else to do but to induct a few members into the Triptych Club. But before I do that, I should quickly just rethank the names. I think it's what I normally do.
Rethank them.
Rethank them. We had Orla, Kiana, Sandy, Christine, Charlie, Dustin, Nathan, Will, and Jasmine. What a beautiful crop
Good luck.
of names.
Good luck with your dead animals. Look, we're
I
up.
forgot I killed
I
all
know
the
they're all so
animals.
beautiful.
Dave, can you recode them so all those animals live on?
They all get resurrected.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
they're all
worry.
fine.
They all
It's okay.
respawn.
They all have a nice time, but they are definitely dead for a bit there.
Hey, if we're onto the Triptych Club,
We are.
I've got the laptop here. I'm willing to step up if you will trust me. With
I
this.
would really
I've
appreciate
already
it.
fucked up the fact quota question by calling it the Triptych Club, but I reckon I can bring it home
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
trust me.
Yeah.
So,
Do-
Dave, you room out.
I'm going to
Jess,
hype
you
you.
hype Dave, and then I'll hype Jess. Is that how we do it?
No, Jess will hype the people being brought in.
Oh,
the
I don't want to
guest.
do that.
Oh, so I'm hyping them then.
You hype the people and I'll hype you.
Okay, fantastic. That sounds good.
But before we get to that, I can only assume Krista Berg has been contacted.
Yes.
Could you book him?
We've booked a Krista Berg. If he's unavailable, we've got Australia's #1 Krista Berg tribute act.
Did he play all 2 hits?
Oh, he knows them both. He knows them both. And he knows most of the words to the second one.
So maybe let me quickly explain this part for anyone listening who doesn't know it. If you're a supporter of this show on the shout-out level or above for 3 straight years, then you get inducted into the Triptych Club, which is a beautiful room. It's sort of much like the Qantas Club at the airport, where you get to go in and just put your feet up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
my
relax.
goodness.
There's a spa in there. There's a masseuse area.
Much like the Qantas Club.
Yeah, there's you got a buffet.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful bar. Jess is behind the bar. She comes up with a brand new cocktail, or not necessarily brand new, but keeps updating the menu every week. Have you brought in a new cocktail
Yeah,
this
we've
week?
got the Wow cocktail. It's a special, this one. It is whiskey, oxygen, whiskey.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You will get fucked.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's really
any
cool.
sort of hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah, Krista Burgers.
Made by Australia's #1 Krista Berg tribute act. He's also a chef.
Yeah, they're pretty average.
Oh, that's exciting.
Both in song and in burger.
And the way it works is Dave is standing on the door. He's got the velvet rope. He's ready to lift it up. He's got his clipboard with a few names on the guest list. If you're on the list, he will let you in, and you don't even have to be wearing the right shoes.
He'll let you inners.
Well, as long as your name's on the list, you can come on in.
And then once you come in, this week, normally Dave does this job, hyping up. So you come in feeling on top of the world. Not only have you been let into the club, I'm going to give you a little compliment based on either your name or your place of residence. And then to make me feel good, because often these don't go that well, Jess will come in and then lift me back up.
That's right, because I'm very strong.
How many have we got coming in today?
6 hot names.
6, a half D. Love that.
Love a half D.
Let's give them.
Sometimes a D's too much.
Damn right.
Sometimes you don't want a full D.
Yeah.
Heard that before.
So it just gives a half. Minimum D tonight.
Thanks, Dal.
Sometimes it's maximum, but not tonight.
Couple of potato cakes and minimum D.
A couple of dimmies for the drive home.
What is wrong with us?
I was just thinking that. What is wrong with her?
We got 6 names.
All
Matt's going to hype them.
All right.
Jess is going to hype
I'm
Matt.
blanking the mind. Here
Beautiful,
we go.
beautiful
Here we
world.
go.
I would like to thank, first of all, and welcome into the club from Arundel in Queensland. It's Bonnie Dixon.
Bonnie Dixon from Queensland. You're my queen. Welcome in.
Yes, you're my queen, Bonnie.
Boom! From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Please welcome Ashley Van Morick.
Hey, you're Ashley Van Moorish to me. Can't get enough of you. Welcome in.
Yum, yum, yum.
Woo! From Kew in New South Wales, it's Michael Kendon.
Michael Kendone. You're a work of art to me, baby.
You're a national treasure.
I would like to thank from Hammondville in New South Wales, Will Thurston.
Oh, Will Thirsty. You're making me thirsty. You're so beauty, not your value. Welcome in.
Oh, drink him up. I'd like to thank from Woodland Hills in California, it's Jeremy Swade.
Jeremy Swade, you feel beautiful to touch. You're giving me a wood. Oh, welcome in.
Whoa,
Too much.
whoa.
All right, not your value, not your value.
Beautiful to touch, but keep it in your pants, mate. I would like to thank, finally, from Cremorne in New South Wales, it's Craig Scrobeck.
Craig Scrobeck, I will not mourn your entry. I will celebrate it. Welcome in. Let's party till dawn.
Yes, Cremorne till dawn.
Woo.
Great work. Fantastic.
It is. I gotta say, you make it look easy, Dave. It feels more difficult.
Oh, I like this. We all have a go. It feels collaborative and
I'm not having a go.
great. No, you'll be. Great.
Are you having a go?
You having a go at me?
That was great. That was fun. I think finally, after 5 years, we've figured out how to do it.
Well done, everyone. I mean, I can't help but feel a little offended by you saying that, but
Good.
that was fun. That was fun.
That was fun.
Dave, you read them out beautifully. Hats off
reading,
to
Janine.
whoever's Janine Garofalo, and you're there.
Yeah, Janine doing a great job. She's kept Max off. I think Max has gone to bed. Her 10-year-old son who kept getting on the line. Fuck off, Max.
It's a bit late for Max.
Yeah. It's a bit late for us, so we better go.
Yeah, let's get out.
Hey, thanks so much for listening to the show. If you want to get in contact with us, we've got a website. It's dogoonpod.com, and you can click on that, and that'll take you to the beautiful places like the Patreon, our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, where we are at dogoonpod on all of those things. If you want to follow us for extra stuff, that would be cool. And you can get in contact with us, dogoonpod@gmail.com. We are hoping to do some more live shows in the back half of this year, so stay tuned. Social media will be announcing those as well as on the shows themselves. And of course, if you want to come to The Mummy, September the 10th, and just to confirm it, it's the Brendan Fraser film, not the porn parody. I'm going to have to go back to Lido Cinema and just double check there hasn't been any miscommunication.
Which, if you are listening like way in the past, we get this from people sometimes. They catch up and they go, "Oh, I didn't realize you were about to come do a live show in my town." Follow us on social media, and then you won't.
Exactly.
Even if you're not up to date on the pods, just follow on the social medias, and we'll keep you up to date. Social media, don't at me. I know media is already the plural. Imagine I'm actually social media is already the plural.
I get that kind of feel a lot in a lot of TikTok videos I see. People are preemptively defensive, and it's like,
whoa, settle down.
What kind of community have you created though, where they're like, I know I said this, but what? Don't come at me for it. Anyway, here's the rest of my story about how I found out my husband was cheating on me. And it's like, there's a lot happening at the moment.
I'm only joking about the actually. Not many people do it.
Oh no, I just reminded me of this general vibe I've seen on Twitter.
That's a sad vibe.
On Twitter, on TikTok. Anyway, Dave.
All right, Grandpa.
Get me the fuck out of here.
You're cool and young. We get it, Jess.
I don't know anything.
So get in contact, and of course you can always suggest a topic. This one was suggested by those awesome people, and the only way I ever found out about it was because people put it in the hat.
Yeah.
And anyone can do that by clicking the link in the description of this episode or going to our website, dogoonpod.com. But until next time, we will thank you so much for listening, and until then, I will say goodbye.
Later.
Bye.